Hello everyone, this is another video of the series of interviews PM4NGOs is making with project managers around the world. Today our guest is Jack Armstrong from Plan International. Jack, could you please tell us a little about yourself?
Hi, so my name's Jack. I'm currently working for Plan International as the Program Support Coordinator for Project Management. If you don't know, Plan International is a girls' rights organisation that's working in over 50 countries worldwide on both humanitarian response and on long-term development programming. And I come from a background of about 10 years working in the field as well.
Thank you, Jack. And could you please just let us know, how did you come into contact with PMD Pro?
Yeah, great. So I first started hearing about PMD Pro back at some of the field locations that I've been working in. I know that Action Against Hunger have also been promoting this quite a lot. I used to work for them, and then when I came into Plan, it was really kind of adopted and brought up to be an institutional approach that was being taken on board by the organisation. And I think Plan was looking for a project management methodology that would help improve the way that we manage projects globally, to try and develop a bit more of a holistic and common understanding. So Plan ran an analysis and had a detailed discussion with other agencies working in the sector to try and look at some of the pros and cons of the different systems and the different packages that are out there, and eventually settled on PMD Pro because it was really being picked up by the sector as kind of a standard that everybody was beginning to adhere to. So at that point, Plan really took it on board, ran with it, and it's now our de facto project management methodology and training for our staff.
Well, that's great. And how do you see PMD Pro among other methodologies or best practices? What are you thinking? In your opinion, what makes PMD Pro different?
I would say from the outset, PMD Pro is different from the other methodologies that are available from other providers, primarily because it's more of a condensed, focused process and methodology. When you look at the bigger companies and organizations out there that run project management processes and trainings and provide methodological outlines for this kind of stuff, PMD Pro has taken the best bits of those and watered them down to be kind of a practical, easy to apply process for our specific sector and our specific context. And I think the other options that are out there that are available, whilst they're good in their own right, they're also designed very specifically for the sectors and the areas of industry that they're targeting. So they're not irrelevant for our sector, but they're much less relevant than PMD Pro is. I also think because PMD Pro was developed with engagement with the wider sector, it's written by people working in the sector for people working in the sector, and I think that makes a big difference in terms of the applicability and the way that we translate the methodology to day-to-day field work.
And how has PMD Pro changed something in Plan's the team or in the way the projects are, that approach to the projects on that plan?
Yeah, so PMD Pro, I mean, we're still in our relative infancy in terms of rolling this out. I mean, we're in year 2 or year 3 of a full rollout at this point. And it's already starting to make significant changes. We're having a much more harmonized and standardized way of conversing around projects, a much more systematized way of analyzing and looking at some of the issues that are present within projects. It allows us to be a lot more unified in the terminology that we use, in the way that we engage with other country offices, other departments, and the way we do quality analysis and the way that we look at impact. I mean, it's really helped to establish a clear framework for us to define what is good enough.
That is great. That is great. Developing this common language as a standard is really important for organizations at the size of Plan, or even to open conversations with other organizations.
Absolutely.
So, finally, what kind of long-term impact do you see that PMD Pro can bring, not only for your organization, but also for the development sector?
I mean, again, I think it goes back to the previous point. It really helps to harmonize. It really helps to establish and define some some base standards, some expectations that as a sector we've often been lacking in it, and it's been relied on. You know, individual agencies have defined their own standards and their own processes, and you know, we should all be working collectively together to one purpose, working within this sector. And I think a methodology and approach like PMD Pro helps us to establish that baseline, and it helps us to be able to better identify common issues, and more, how would I say, structured processes to be able to work within. You know, project management isn't something that can sit in isolation within an organization, let alone within the sector. And I think the lack of professionalization that's existed within the sector around project management, you know, it's really created a space for a methodology like PMD Pro to be taken up, to be adopted, and to really kind of set those standards.
Well, thank you very much, Jack, for taking the time for this interview. Thank you for your partnership and support with PM4NGOs.
No problem, and thank you as well. Thank you for all the back and forth, for all the work that we've been doing together on this. I can say it is very promising. It is something that I really do stand behind. As I say, after working in the field for a decade without a specific project management training and background, coming to PMD Pro and going through it was really kind of an eye-opening experience, because it allowed me to put together a series of things that I'd done on a regular basis but never understood necessarily the connections and the way they work together. And PMD Pro really offered that framework for me to be able to put that together. So thanks to you guys for doing it. It's a huge body of work. It's a huge piece of work, and it's really, really impressive to see where it is now.
Thank you, Jack.
Thank you.